Hello, 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 my dear viewers. Welcome to my channel, An Easy Step to English Grammar. Hello, my dear friends, patrons, and well wishers. Those who are on the threshold of any kind of competitive exam or any kind of board exam or council exam are being advised to join or to participate in the class so that you may learn English not only to speak but also to write. Writing English fluently also will help you to make your journey in English language very smoothly. So we should not make our introduction lengthy. Let us start. Actually, learning English should be systematic. Should be systematic, should be cordially welcomed by the learners. Today, I have decided to discuss how to learn English, to speak and write through translation method. For example, ask any child, when do you wake up in the morning? And what do you do then? Suppose you are asking a child or a schoolboy, what do you wake up in the morning and what are your activities after waking up? Suppose I am asking some questions. When do you wake up in the morning? And what are your daily activities after waking up in the morning? And what answer do you expect from the boy or the girl whom you are asking the question? The boy or the girl will automatically give you answer that I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and then I clean myself, that is, I wash my hands and face, brush my teeth, take a glass of water, and then a cup of tea with 2 biscuits. Then I go to the study to concentrate on my studies or to concentrate on my school lessons. Okay? Oh, my today's lesson, my dear viewer, my today's lesson is how to speak English, how to write English not only fluently but also correctly through grammar translation method. Through grammar translation method. All of you are very mature boys and girls, and that is why I have selected that topic. Again, I am repeating. Suppose you are asking your friend or a schoolboy, when do you get up from sleep? When do you wake up in the morning? And what are your activities then? Suppose this is the question. And the natural answer will be, I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I wash my hands and face, brush my teeth, and then I take a glass of water and a cup of tea with 2 biscuits, and then I enter my study to concentrate on my lessons. Or I go to my private tutor to work out my sums, to work out the mathematical problems, etc. This should be the answer. Okay? So when you are trying to learn English, your learning should be based on simple construction, simple grammar, and good vocabulary. Nothing else. Next question may be, how do you go to school? How do you go to school? তুমি কিভাবে স্কুলে যাও? Oh, after taking my lunch or after having had my bath, I take my lunch and then I go to school on a bicycle. I go to school on foot. You see that preposition plays a major role. Preposition plays a vital role. I go to school on foot. I go to school on a bicycle. I go to school by bus, or I go to school by train, whatever you like. By a vehicle, on foot. Okay? How do you, or what's your first class? When you go to school, what is your first class? Oh, my first class is English class. My English teacher first call our rolls and then try to show our home task. And then he teaches and gives more home task. Okay. Which of the classes is your most favorite class? My most favorite class, answer is, my most favorite class is mathematics class, because I like to work out mathematical problems and okay. Please start translation from Bengali to English. Okay. Okay, I am trying. Just I am giving you the introduction only, my dear friends. Okay, ধরে নাও তোমাকে আমি একটা ট্রান্সলেশন দিচ্ছি, তোমরাই করো। ওকে, তোমরাই করো, ট্রাই ইউরসেলফ অ্যান্ড আই উইল হেল্প ইউ। টিফিনের ঘন্টা পড়ার পর আমরা একটা গাছের তলে সমবেত হই আমাদের টিফিনটা খাওয়ার জন্য। হোয়াট উইল বি দ্য ট্রান্সলেশন? টিফিনের ঘন্টা পড়ার পর আমরা একটা গাছের তলে সমবেত হই আমরা আমাদের টিফিন খাবো বলে। বলো তো, হোয়াট উইল বি দ্য ট্রান্সলেশন? I am waiting for you. All of you should try. And which one is pleasing? After having tiffin, we gathered. It is in the present indefinite tense, my friend. After having tiffin, please remember the Bengali sentence. টিফিনের ঘন্টা পড়ার পর আমরা সমবেত হই একটা গাছের তলে আমাদের টিফিন খাওয়ার জন্য। When thus, remember the grammatical rule, when the subjects are different, you should use absolute phrase. So টিফিনের ঘন্টা একটা আলাদা সাবজেক্ট, আর আমরা সমবেত হই একটা গাছের তলে টিফিন খাওয়ার জন্য, এটি একটি আলাদা পার্ট। আমরা সিম্পল সেন্টেন্স করব। কিরকম করব? দ্য টিফিন বেল having rung, ring, rang, rung. Okay, the tiffin bell having rung, comma, we assemble or we gather under a tree to take our tiffin, to eat our tiffin. Okay, again I am repeating. The tiffin bell having rung, that so subject plus verb, that is having, and the past participle of the verb. It is the formula of absolute phrase, comma, we gather or we assemble under a tree to take our tiffin. Clear? Thus, you will have to grasp the structure of sentences. For example, when you are going to frame simple sentence, you will have to know, or you will have to, after having rung the tiffin bell, we gathered, not gathered. It is present indefinite tense. We gathered under a tree for having our tiffin. Okay, only you should correct the word gathered, only gather, present indefinite tense. Okay, let us try another sentence. I have started from the starting point. That is the basic point. Okay. আবার ঘন্টা পড়লে পর আমরা ছুটে যাই আমাদের শ্রেণীকক্ষের দিকে এবং আমরা আমাদের জায়গায় বসে পড়ি। বলো তো কি হবে? আবার ঘন্টা পড়লে পর আমরা ছুটে যাই শ্রেণীকক্ষের দিকে এবং আমরা যে যার জায়গায় বা নিজের জায়গায় বসে পড়ি। I have given you the Bengali sentence and tried to translate it into English. Please tell your friends to participate or to join the class so that I may be encouraged and enthused to give you more lessons like this. আবার ঘন্টা পড়লে পর again having rung the bell, no, again the bell having rung, first subject, then having, then past participle of the verb. Okay, the formula of absolute phrase is peculiar. First subject, then having, okay, then past participle of the verb. Then how will be the construction? These are the basic mistakes which we should correct first, without which we can neither speak English fluently nor write English correctly. Again, the bell having rung, we run to class, never used to run into the classes. When your action is from outside to inside, you must use into, run into. Clear? Let us try again. Again, the bell having rung, we run into our classrooms. We run into our classrooms and sit down in our own seats, or and occupy our own seats. Occupy, O-C-C-U-P-Y, and occupy our own seats. Again, I am repeating. The bell having rung, again the bell having rung, we run into our classes and occupy our seats. Clear? My dear friends, you are not giving any like, or you are not commenting, and I hope that those who are new in my channel, that is Easy Step to English Grammar, must subscribe it so that I may be encouraged and enthused at this age to appear before you with more lessons. Okay? Let us come to another sentence. What should be the sentence? কিছুক্ষণের মধ্যেই আমাদের শিক্ষকেরা তাদের বা আমাদের শ্রেণীকক্ষে প্রবেশ করেন এবং এবং তাদের পাঠদান শুরু করেন। কিছুক্ষণের মধ্যেই আমাদের শিক্ষকেরা আমাদের শ্রেণীকক্ষে প্রবেশ করেন এবং পাঠদান শুরু করেন। Let us try. I have given কিছুক্ষণের মধ্যেই। What should be the adverbial phrase? What should be the adverbial phrase? কিছুক্ষণের মধ্যেই। You may use meanwhile. You may use in the meantime. You may use within a short time. There are many options. In the meantime, meanwhile, within a short time, within a brief time, whatever you like. So you may use. Have you written something? I shall be highly pleased if you write something. If you write something, I shall be highly pleased. Let us try. In the meanwhile or in the meantime, our teachers enter our classes to impart their lessons. To impart their lessons. Okay? In the meanwhile or in the meantime or within a brief time, our teachers enter our classes to impart their lessons. Okay? আমাদের প্রধান শিক্ষক হাতে একখানি বেত লইয়া আমাদের প্রধান শিক্ষক হাতে একখানি বেত লইয়া স্কুলের শ্রেণীকক্ষের সামনে দিয়ে অনেকক্ষণ পায়চারি করেন। অনেকক্ষণ পায়চারি করেন। Let us give the Bengali sentence again. আমাদের প্রধান শিক্ষক হাতে একখানি বেত লইয়া আমাদের শ্রেণীকক্ষের সম্মুখ দিয়া অনেকক্ষণ পায়চারি করেন। What should be the translation? What should be the English translation? Who can say? I shall appreciate. Present indefinite tense. Present indefinite tense. So let us try. Our headmaster with a cane stick, C-A-N-E, cane, হাতে একখানি বেত লইয়া, our headmaster with a cane stick in his hand walks up and down in front of our classes in front of our classes. Our headmaster with a cane stick, with a preposition plus noun. With his preposition, cane stick is noun. Our headmaster with a cane stick in his hand walks up and down in front of our school, in front of our classes. ঠিক সেই মুহূর্তে শ্রেণী শিক্ষক বা ঠিক সেই মুহূর্তে শিক্ষক মহাশয় ও ছাত্ররা সকলেই চুপচাপ। ঠিক সেই মুহূর্তে শ্রেণীর মধ্যে শিক্ষক ও ছাত্ররা সকলেই চুপচাপ। What should be the translation? So at that moment, both, hello, my dear, I can't speak, I understand Hindi. If somebody speaks Hindi, I can understand it. But I am not able or I am unable to speak Hindi. And if I speak Hindi, all of you will laugh at me. This is my discredit. So how can I speak Hindi? I am giving you the English sentences and you will be able to understand it very easily. Very easily. For example, at that moment, silence prevails. Silence prevails in front of the classrooms. At that moment, silence prevails in front of the classrooms. Okay? Silence prevails in front of our classrooms. So, what is the difficulty in speaking English? What is your problem? If you have some good vocabularies, if you have some good knowledge of construction, if you have some knowledge of grammar, you can English, you can speak English very fluently, very meticulously and elegantly. Okay, this is our school and I love my school. So, it has already become a paragraph through translation. Sir, I will prepare for the examination, so I weak in English subject. No, so I am weak in English subject. I am. Okay? Okay, tomorrow at night, I will appear before you with a grammatical item. So, it is, you may take preparation. What is the difference between reflexive pronoun and emphatic pronoun? People often confuse between reflexive pronoun and emphatic pronoun, and when they write English, they do some tremendous mistakes in using self words. Self word means reflexive pronoun to some. Sir, emphatic pronoun is a pronoun which emphasizes. No. No. Emphatic pronoun is a pronoun which means when the action of the doer, is imposed on other things, কর্তার কাজ যখন অন্য কিছুর উপর আরোপিত হয় তখন তাকে বলা হয় emphatic pronoun. For example, I myself wash my clothes. আমি নিজেই আমার জামা কাপড় ধুই. You have no knowledge, my dear friend. You have no idea. Actually, emphatic pronoun is a pronoun when the action of the doer is imposed upon things, imposed upon other things. I wash my clothes myself. So the action is imposed upon the clothes. So it is emphatic pronoun. For example, I clean the floor myself. I clean the floor myself. So your action is imposed upon the floor, not on yourself. So it is emphatic pronoun. Clear? For example, I cook myself. I cook my lunch and dinner myself. So my action is imposed upon cooking. And what is reflexive pronoun? Re means back. Flexive means that turns back. For example, I shaved myself, SHAV, দাড়ি কাটা. দাড়ি কাটা. I shaved myself. So my action is imposed on myself. I shave my beard myself. So it is reflexive pronoun. Clear? Another example. I fanned myself, FANNED. আমি নিজেই পাখা করেছিলাম. So the action is imposed upon myself. Clear? What is modal auxiliary? Can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might. Okay? All these okay, I will help you. If you join my class, subscribe my channel so that the first notification goes to you, and I shall declare beforehand before live streaming. Okay? Modal auxiliary is auxiliary verb that expresses the mood of the finite verb. Okay? Mood of the finite verb. Can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might. All these are modal auxiliary verbs. Clear? Okay, good night. Stay safe, stay mellow. Today is late at night and I am very tired. Next morning, I shall teach you a lesson not only on reflexive and emphatic pronoun, but also on some grammatical items like clause, analysis, etc. Thanking all of you. Good night. If possible, like, comment, share and subscribe my channel. An easy step to this cover. Thanking all of you.